anytime I drop video contents like this. And without wasting much time, let's hop in straight into the charts. Well guys, I want to share this update with you all. Now this is the SP500. This is stock exchange markets, and there's something very important I would like to reveal to you all. Okay, and now this is further evidence that the financial market has actually bottomed. So now guys, in my own opinion, and based on the pure facts from the charts, I want to announce to each and every one of you, as many of you that are watching this video, as many of you that are following the Crypto Prophet, I want to officially announce to you that in my own opinion, I think and I feel that the S&P 500, which is the stock exchange market, has bottomed. Okay, I feel the US stock exchange market has bottomed, and I'm going to be giving you the following reasons why I'm of that opinion. Okay, now the very first reason that I think the stock exchange market has bottomed is I see the stock exchange market touching this yellow line. Okay, this is fact number one. The S&P 500 is touching this yellow line, and guys, this is not a coincidence. Okay, this is just pure facts from the charts. Now we are touching this yellow line, guys, and we touched this yellow line on Friday. Now, as you all know, the S&P 500 doesn't trade on Saturdays and Sundays. The S&P 500 only trades during working days. Same thing with the Nasdaq. Okay, though we had the news that the Nasdaq wants to begin a 24-hour trading, just like the volatility indices. But we see here from the past that the S&P 500 has not touched this yellow line for a very long time. Okay, for a while we've not touched this yellow line. Now we came close to it. This was in the month of August 2024. We were very close to this yellow line, and the last time we touched this yellow line was in the month of October 2023. Okay, this was the time that Hamas attacked Israel. This was the period that Hamas attacked Israel and took some hostages from Israel. So this was the time that the market actually touched this yellow line, October 2023. So we see here that it's more than 1 year and precisely 6 months thereabouts that the S&P 500 touched this yellow line. Okay, and this is actually something of very good importance. Now I would also be showing you guys some patterns that are forming here. Okay, and also I think the VIX as well is giving a confirmation that the stock exchange market has bottomed. So guys, why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you so that you would know, because this is also going to affect the crypto market as well. Because if the S&P 500 bottoms, then Bitcoin as well is also going to get affected. Okay, the S&P 500 bottoms, then Bitcoin is also going to get affected. Same thing with altcoins, because what a whole lot of persons do not understand is that the stock exchange market works in line with the crypto space, but most times there is a decoupling. Okay, all these things are interconnected. So this is what makes the Crypto Prophets channel very unique, because the Crypto Prophet does not only focus on the crypto space, but he also focuses on the stock exchange markets. Okay, this is why I am a professional and I'm a very advanced trader and crypto analyst. Okay, a lot of crypto analysts and traders, they don't take notes of the other financial markets or of the other traditional markets. They only focus on the crypto space, and that is because they do not have an understanding of how the financial markets or the traditional markets work. Okay, so if the S&P 500 has bottomed, that means the crypto space as well. Mind you, I told you guys that the crypto space has bottomed, and we are seeing signs for the S&P 500. So if the S&P 500 bottoms as well, then that marks a solid foundation in the days to come for the crypto markets. And the rally and the bull run that I've spoken about has just been confirmed from the bottoming of the S&P 500. So now, this was the first point. We had a touch of this yellow line. Now let's activate these lines. I need you guys to take note of something here. Okay, so now guys, I want you guys to take note of this indicator. Can you guys see this indicator? Okay, take note of this indicator, guys. Now we have, in this indicator, we have this yellow line. I need you guys to take note of something. We have this yellow line here, and then under this green line you see here, this line that goes up and down, we are having some lines which is blue. Okay, blue in color. We have blue here, we have blue here as well. Now, and I'm going to be showing you guys why I put in those blue lines. And we are also having these red vertical lines. So let's change this to blue as well. I need you guys to see something. Guys, this is why you need to follow the channel of the Crypto Prophet. Okay, if you follow my channel, you will not get confused. When you're talking to people, when you're telling people this is what is going to happen, you would be 100% convinced of what you're saying. Because I don't just tell you what is going to happen, I call the dates. And in a situation where I don't mention the dates, I'm going to give you charts that would work in alignment with the message that I'm passing across. And it's very, very clear. My videos are always very educational, very educative, sorry, and they're very, very clear. Okay, so take note of this yellow line, guys. Now, we touched this yellow line. This was in the month of January 2022. Did you see that? We also touched this yellow line as well in the month of September 2022. We also touched this line as well in the month of September 2023. We touched this line as well in the month of October 2023. Then we touched this line as well in the month of April 2024. We also touched this line as well in the month of August 2024. And right now, guys, right now, we are touching this line again. Now, we started touching this line in the month of February. And this is the month of March. Okay? So now, when we touched these lines, I want us to take note of something. Okay? That is why I drew this green vertical line. So this green vertical, sorry, these red vertical lines, they show when this green line had an intersection or touched with this yellow line. So now let's take a look at what happened in the S&P 500 anytime we had these lines touching themselves. Okay, so guys, if you take a look at the S&P 500, when we had this touch here, what happened? We pumped, the market bottomed, right? And the S&P 500 appreciated. This was in the month of August. The S&P 500 appreciated by approximately 19%. And during this time, when the S&P 500 appreciated, guys, this was what caused Bitcoin to rally all the way from $49,000. Bitcoin rallied to $109,000. That is the first confirmation. Okay. Now, if you come here to this point, when this line bottomed as well, when the S&P 500 touched that yellow line, what happened? Now, we had a rally in the S&P 500 and it increased by 14%. Okay, this was in the month of April. 14%, we had this rally, and Bitcoin as well also had a relief rally. Okay, now when we touched this line again, what happened? Okay, this was in the month of October 2023 when Hamas attacked Israel. You know, a lot of persons were saying it is going to cause a fall in the market, but unfortunately they never knew that the market had bottomed. Okay, that's the S&P 500. So now the S&P 500 increased by 27%. And guys, the stock exchange market is very weighty. Okay, there is so much of money inside the stock markets. The stock market cannot be compared to the crypto space. So there's a very, very big difference and a very, very wide gap between these two markets in regards to market cap. Okay, it's just like now, I once told you guys in the year 2023, I told you guys that Apple stock alone has the same market cap with the whole crypto space, just one company in the S&P 500. Then imagine other companies, because this is assumed that there are 500 companies in here. That's why it's called the S&P 500. I believe you guys just learned something now. So the reason why it's called the S&P 500 is because it's representing approximately 500 companies. So if one company can be having a market cap which is almost the whole crypto space market cap, then talk more of a combination of other companies. So this means if the S&P 500 goes down, the crypto space is not going to be an exception. This is what I need you all to understand. Okay, and if the S&P 500 goes up, the crypto space as well is also going to go up. It's going to add more fire to the crypto markets. So if you check, when we bottomed here, we increased by 27%. Now the same thing happened here. When we bottomed here, this red line, let's see the percentage increase. We increased by approximately 4%. Guys, this small percentages really affects the crypto space. Okay, so if you check here, we also bottomed here as well. We had an increase by 5%, had an increase again by 28%. So these red lines that are marking when this green line, okay, touches this yellow line is an indication that the stock exchange market has bottomed. So now let's take a look at these blue lines. Okay, now these blue lines, as you all can see, whenever this green line touches this yellow line and you see a blue line, that blue line marks a bullish divergence. So it may look like the stock market is dropping more, but from the professional side, you would see that it is forming a bullish divergence. And if you want to keep following the drop of the stock market, you will end up getting trapped. Now, why am I saying this? Look at this here. When this line touched this, when this green line touched this yellow line, now we had a pump, okay, but it looked like the pump became a dump. Look at it very clear. It looked like we had a pump, but it looked like the pump became a dump because we had a rejection here. So some persons may have felt disappointed, you know, thinking that, oh, we just had a pump and then now we are having a dump, so the market is still bearish. Unknown to them, this is forming a bullish divergence. Can you see this? So this is why you need a professional. Okay, you need a professional like the Cryptoprophet to explain these mysteries to you. Now look at this. Instead of us having a pump, we rather had a rejection. But unfortunately, those who left these markets ended up regretting, because this was a bullish divergence. Market was going down, but look at the indicator. Indicator was doing what? Going up, showing a strong momentum building, and then boom, when it picked up, we were off to the races. Look at it. Look at the pump. And we didn't come down. Okay, we were up. Look at these guys. Look at from here, all the way from here. Look at it. Look at the appreciation. We appreciated by 32% because of this little bullish divergence. Okay, so you must be able to spot bullish and bearish divergences if you're working with the traditional markets, because these patterns repeat themselves over and over and over again. If it's a bearish divergence, you have to be careful. If it's a bullish divergence, you have to keep buying the dip. But if it's a bearish divergence, you need to be buying, to be shorting the top As it goes higher, you short more. As it goes higher, you short more. But if it's a bullish divergence, as it goes lower, you buy more. As it goes lower, you buy more. That's a strategy, okay? That's a strategy on how you use in approaching these markets. So now if you take note of the same thing happened here. We had a bullish divergence. You can see markets going down, but look at it. In this case, the indicator was flat. Okay, that's why you have this blue line being flat. This is a very good bullish divergence. Okay, and then what happened? Boom, we were off to the races. Okay, this was what happened in the case of this was the time of Hamas and Israel. Okay, where Hamas attacked Israel, and look at the way the markets appreciated. Okay, the markets really appreciated before having a crash, and up till now it kept on appreciating. Okay, it kept on appreciating, going up and up and up. So now coming over to where we are currently, guys. Number one, we've touched this yellow line. Okay, and right now you can see price is going up. But now if you check this indicator, very unique, you can see here that, what is this, guys? This is a bullish divergence. Look at it. Remember, I made a video last month. I told you guys that the stock market has bottomed. Those of you that are trading the S&P 500, okay, those of you that are trading the S&P 500 in any part of the world that you're in, you would have observed something when I told you guys that I think the stock market has bottomed. It may have looked funny because the time I spotted this, let's mark this with a red line. The time I spotted this, guys, look at it. I told you guys here that I feel the stock market has bottomed, but yet you still saw this decline. You still saw the price still dropping. Can you see this? Look at this. You still saw the price still dropping now here, but you still saw the price still dropping even up to this candlestick, yet you still saw the price dropping. To you, you may think this market is still going down, but to me, I'm seeing a bullish divergence. To me, I'm seeing a bullish divergence, guys. I'm not seeing a drop here. To you, it looks like a drop, but this thing forming is a bullish divergence. Can you see this? Price is going down, okay? But take a look at this indicator. Take a look at the indicator of the Cryptoprophet. Look at it. Look at it. This indicator is slanting up. It's creating higher highs. This high is higher than this high. This high is higher than this high. Guys, this market is going to explode. I'm telling you, you are soon going to see a massive pullback, a massive reversal in the S&P 500. And this is where I'm expecting the S&P 500 to get to. I'm expecting the S&P 500 to get to these points. And when it touches these points, it will obviously create a new all-time high, because the last all-time high for the S&P 500 stood at 6,147. So if it touches this yellow line again, that is going to break this all-time high. Okay? And if the S&P 500 creates a new all-time high, that is also going to affect the crypto markets, because mind you, I told you guys, I said Bitcoin is going to create a new all-time high. I've been singing this, I've been calling for this for weeks now, and I've been telling you, get ready. Bitcoin is going to create a new all-time high. I'm looking at 112,000, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135. It may even shock you. You may see Bitcoin getting to 140. Because if the S&P 500 breaks its all-time high, then the crypto space is also going to have a new all-time high. But now, please take note of this. I'm not saying that the S&P 500 and the crypto space, they work the same way. Okay? I'm not saying that. These are two different markets, but I'm speaking based on my level of professionalism. Okay? So I'm telling you that if the stock market should have a new all-time high, then in my own opinion, the crypto space, that confirms that the crypto space is also going to have a new all-time high, and that is going to shoot the whole market. So how many of you are ready for these moves, guys? There is a very beautiful move coming, okay? And before I end this video, I need you guys to take note of something. Take note of my words. I still repeat myself again. After these moves that you see, we're going to have a crash. Did you hear what I said? I'm still going to repeat myself again. We are going to have a crash. I told you guys, I said the year 2025 is not a good year for the dollar. Now, let me tell you the agenda that is currently ongoing, okay? The major powers of the world, they want to eradicate out fiat currencies and bring in digital currencies, okay? They're about revolutionizing the whole financial system of the whole world. They are looking for ways to crash the fiat currencies that you see. Example, the dollar, the euro, the pound. They want the whole world to adopt cryptocurrencies. So this is the plan. And this is also embedded in the crash of the stock markets. And this is where it gets very scary, guys. Now, the stock market wants to fall, and the crypto space as well wants to fall. That is what makes it terrible. Because in many examples, we have had the crypto space falling alone and the stock market only falling slightly. But you see, in this case, we're going to have a crash in the stock market and we would have a crash in the crypto space. So that is what is going to increase the selling pressure. And this is what I'm warning against. Do not get caught up in that crash. Look for ways to connect with the Cryptoprophet, because I will not be releasing the dates of that crash. I wouldn't. Okay, this is what happened in the year 2022. The stock market fell, the crypto space fell as well, and you saw how devastating that crash was. Bitcoin all the way from $69,000 dropped to $15,000. Something similar like that is coming, and this rally that is taking place is going to be the last rally. Quote me anywhere. I am the Cryptoprophet. Quote me. Take these words of mine to anywhere. What I've told you is going to happen. Okay? So, guys, take note of my video. The stock market has bottomed. We are currently forming a bullish divergence. As we keep going lower, we are forming a bullish divergence. Take note of this. And in my own opinion, we have bottomed. I don't think we are going to go lower than these guys. As a matter of fact, from this new week, when the SP 500 opens, we will start seeing signs of recovery. And if the stock market starts recovering, then the crypto space will not be an exception. So any drop you see, take advantage of it. That's my conclusion. Take advantage of any drop you see. Take advantage of it. So before I end this video, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Alright guys, so now take a look at these charts. This is the Nasdaq, okay? This is the Nasdaq charts, and I need you guys to also take note of something. Now, in the Nasdaq charts, we have had a bottoming. In my own opinion, I think we've had a bottoming for the Nasdaq, because the Nasdaq has not touched this red line for a very long time, okay? Now, the last time that we touched this red line was in the month of August 2024. Okay, so approximately it has taken us close to 210 days. Okay, we touched this red line 210 days ago. So now we were close to this point in the month of April, close to this red line, and also in the month of October, when Hamas attacked Israel, we were very close to touching this red line, but we never really touched it. Okay, now from history, we can see that the last time we touched this red line, this was in the month of January 2023, and also in the month of March 2023. So this was the period that we contended with this red line. Okay, so you all can see that the Nasdaq hardly touches this red line. Okay, the last time it also touched it after this was in the month of April 2022. But now I'm not, this particular aspect or this particular region or area of the market is not really my concern. Okay, what I need you guys to observe is this: when the Nasdaq came and pumped and crossed this red line, ever since we began trading above this red line, we have only touched it once. And right now we are touching this red line at this point. So guys, I am of the opinion that the Nasdaq as well has also bottomed. And from what I've always observed over the years, I noticed that Bitcoin and the Nasdaq seem to have more correlation than even the S&P 500. From my analysis and from my observations over the years, the Nasdaq and Bitcoin have a similar correlation. Okay, more than the S&P 500. In other words, Bitcoin reacts more to the Nasdaq than the S&P 500. Okay, there is a much more stronger correlation between these two pairs. So in my own opinion, guys, I think the Nasdaq has bottomed. The Nasdaq has bottomed. I don't need anybody to tell me this. It is very, very obvious. So guys, this is going to affect the crypto space in the days and in the weeks to come. So if you're not in the crypto space, ensure you are in the crypto space. There's a very strong bull run that is coming. I have given you these confirmations. I've been calling this, I've been announcing it, I've been telling you guys. And right now, I am coming to give you guys the final announcements. Get set for the bull run. So many of you that are not in the crypto space, look for ways to connect with the Cryptoprophet, because you see these informations I'm sharing, you're not going to find it easily. And with time, you're going to see what I've told you, and you would remember that the oracle of the crypto space in person of the Cryptoprophet has spoken about this a long time ago. So that'll be all, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I remain the Cryptoprophet. God bless you all. See you in my next video. Thank you.